We're glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. We have 5 motivational short story cartoons for you. Ready? Episode 1, roll it! In today's episode, our animation illustration will be demonstrating that failures are stepping stones closer to success. Your attempts at success that have failed does not make you a failure. On the contrary, you get a feather in your cap for having the stones to just do it. And the experience you've obtained will guide you into finding your true purpose calling. When attempting to step out of the norm, out on your own will, your own endeavor, your own business, it's gonna take pure free will determination, hard work and dedication, and most of all, not giving up. In this example, he's looking at past failures as rubble. That's a wrong perspective. Failures are not failures, but lessons, learning steps, stepping stones to use as valuable steps and experience to move forward. The first steps forward are challenges. After proper preparation, research, and development, you use these challenges as a stepping stone to take the next step forward. There will be challenging seasons ahead. There will be thunderstorms raining on your parade. There will be obstacles, roadblocks, and more challenges. The key is to persevere past this and continue your climb that you've already dedicated and committed to. Burned the ships behind you to give yourself no other choice but to succeed and keep moving forward step by step. Sometimes you'll need to roll up your sleeves, increase your EQ, emotional intelligence, and put on your thick skin coat and relinquish from taking any offense personal to anything coming at you. You will be belittled, ridiculed, mocked, often humbled. This is often a prerequisite to your success. Simply know thyself, and don't take note of what others say. Use the stones they try to throw at you as a stepping stone. Yes, use their stones they throw at you behind your back as stones to step on and step over to move up to higher ground. On higher ground, the air will be different. It's heavenly on top of the horizon. You will make better contacts, better connections. More like-mindedness. Build your team the way it's supposed to be to assist you to properly accomplish your goals to succeed. If you persevere through all challenges, find or create solutions for every obstacle, and never allow ridicule, toxicity, or negativity to stop you, you will have success at the top of the hill and begin your new path that you've paved with hard and strategic work, as if you're just finally getting started now. The celebration of reaching your goal is at the top of the hill, but don't forget to enjoy the journey along the way. The beauty is truly in the journey. Congratulations in advance. Stepping stones to success, not failures. On this next episode, let's see why you should never give up. In today's episode, our animation illustration will be demonstrating that no matter what you may be going through, no matter the condition or situation, never give up. You never give up on yourself. No matter what the current state or situation may be, until your last breath, you always have a fighting chance. You don't stop fighting ever until the very, very end, because you never know how close you may be to getting yourself out of that situation. When taking steps forward in our journey of forward progress motion, we may encounter huge, unexpected challenges, and sometimes the only way through it is having to go directly right through the beast in front of you. Let's see how our animation illustration plays out today. This next scene, he will face a different type of beast. Let's see how this encounter plays out.
Got you too, huh?
When shit hits the fan, you've hit rock bottom and you feel like you've been swallowed up by life, literally. You still gotta do what you do. Keep throwing your line out, keep the faith, pull some confidence out, and keep on trying. Never give up, because you never know what could happen next. When you keep throwing your line out, when you keep doing what you do, you will eventually be honored with the reciprocation of what you've been sowing. And with leverage, you can be catapulted out of that situation and on to your next new mission. And once you've managed to get out of that current challenge, that beast that was in your way in front of you, throw your line out again in your new upgraded environment and keep moving forward. If they try to eat you, grab them by the throat and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Never give up. On this next episode, when they tell you you can't, you tell them, watch me. When there's a roadblock or dead end, create your own path. Let's see how we can paint to pave our own pathways. In today's episode, our animation illustration will be demonstrating that there are no roadblocks for those who create. When there's a roadblock in front of you, when life seems tough, when it looks like you've hit a dead end, exhausted all of your options, and it appears there is no way out, pull out your brush and get painting. Create and design your own new route. Pave your own path forward. Invent, design, critical think, and create your own new path. Your walk in life can be through your own created pathways. That roadblock in front of you is an illusion, an invitation for a fight, for a challenge, for an opportunity to shine, to get past it, and bulldozer your way right through it, to overcome it. There will be roadblocks en route through your journeys ahead. There will be obstacles, challenges, dead ends. These are the things that make us or break us. This is where we shine, or turn back around to the end of the line. Which one will you do? Will you fight? Take up the challenge, create, and find a way through it. Critical thinking is part of creating, but don't allow analysis paralysis to set it and keep you stuck. Dig down from your deep artisan. Pull out your paintbrush and create your masterpiece on your own canvas of life, your own new way. When you're able to create your own avenues, roads, routes, you will witness new unpaved territories and unseen landscapes. The journey on the roads less traveled, although challenging, delivers unexpected, pleasant, delightful surprises along the journey. Through the desert, through the forest, through the city, through the mountaintops, through the colorful gardens. The journey through the roads less traveled, the roads created, paved, and painted, are truly the definition of really living. It is better to create with challenges ahead than to stay stuck in scarcity's dead end. Create your own path, your own walk and pathways of life, and enjoy your journey. Cheers to all the artists, creators, and entrepreneurs out there. On this next episode, we'll see why sometimes you need to change direction and why patience is not always the optional way. You can be so close, but just not able to make the change needed to get there. Roll it! In today's episode, our animation illustration will be demonstrating that sometimes you might need to make a change and shift your direction to be able to find it. The original goal set out was to catch the big fish, to accomplish your plan, to be successful with it. You might be so close and not even know it and might not be able to see it. You could be just one more step away. Sometimes, we get too comfortable and clouded that we can no longer see while in it. We'll need a fresh new perspective to process correctly. We often get stuck in a comfort zone, become creatures of habit, and get hypnotized in our safety net routines and paralyzed by fear of the unknown. Pure exhaustion sets in from long survival marathon methods, a scarcity mentality, and tiredness from trying with all your might. In either case, changes may still be required to get you to your next phase. It may be challenging to move, but required for your next move. Like a caterpillar afraid of change, the change might be a setup so you can fly if you're willing to shed the old skin, your former existence, your past ways, and make room for the new. It's much easier to stay in familiarity than to have to do any work to make any new changes. Comfort was not the original goal and is enemy to your success. Fear of change from your comfort will not catch the big fish. In the process, we sometimes forget our original plan, drown ourselves in our mission. Mind gets cluttered and clouded, making us unable to see past the clouds, to see where a change might be needed, as if that was our subconscious goal-setting mind's autopilot plan to get us into a routine that is familiar, safe, and comfortable. Don't allow the survival mind to go on autopilot, attempting to put you in a safe, comfortable place by nature. This is where rewiring and reprogramming is required. Start by slightly changing up your routine. You're not betraying loyalty or your commitment to your plans, you're revitalizing them. It's time to edit, analyze, redesign, and get moving. Turn the tables upside down, flip the script, readjust your grip. Don't be afraid to get up and move. Make the changes needed and go catch the big fish to accomplish your goals and dreams. In this next scene, we're playing with dominoes next as an example. Let's see how what you do will come back to you and how to reverse it. Roll it! In today's episode, our animation illustration will be demonstrating that what you do will inevitably make its way right back to you. Some call it karma, some say kismet, some will say you reap what you sow, others will say you will receive back what you sent out. Although the definitions and meanings may vary, the results from these actions unequivocally have the same banquet of consequences. It is with absolute certainty that what you pushed out will ultimately push its way back into your life in one form or another eventually. There is no hiding or escaping this fate. These are the principles and laws of nature. Every experience is repeated or suffered till you experience it properly and fully. So be very careful what you put out there. Be very wise with your words and actions. Whether with realizing or not, they will both return back to you. Choose your words wisely. Choose your actions honestly, with integrity, and with predetermined thought and intention, understanding that they will inevitably make their way right back to you. There is good news. On the flip side, you can mold and shape this energy in action. If you've been sowing good seed, you will eventually reap the good fruits of that harvest in one form or another. Your good intentions and actions will find their way back to you to reciprocate what you've been sowing. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for good reason, to listen twice as much as we speak, and 1 big brain to think before any action. And when deciding to speak, make sure to understand what we are sending out there, that it was well thought out with understanding, and that this you too will receive in return, an understanding that you may be just simply reflecting what's inside of you from only what you can only see through the lens of limited perception and perspective. Please analyze it thoroughly before sending out those words or actions that carry containers of energy, good or bad, like missiles that have been launched and can hurt others. They will both eventually return back to you, multiplied and amplified. How that energy releases or returns is your choice, so choose wisely. We appreciate you for joining us to the very end. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you for joining us on this motivational animational cartoon special by ToonyVision. If you enjoyed this or received from this, thank you for hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing for more.
This has been a motivational animational cartoon presentation. It's ToonyVision, not television.